Hello everyone, this is Elijah with the RideShare Guy. In this video, we're going to be covering the process of how to place an order using the Uber Eats customer app. As you may know, you can order Uber Eats from either the Uber app itself or from Uber Eats. For the duration of this tutorial, we'll be focusing on the Uber Eats customer app, although the ordering process does look similar if you choose to use the Uber passenger app. Before you get started, you'll need to actually download the Uber Eats customer app. So you want to go to the store that applies to you, whether that be the Apple Store or Play Store. Type in the words Uber Eats customer app. It'll pop up and then you can download it. And from there, you can proceed with placing an order on Uber Eats. Now, it should be restated that this is a tutorial on how to place an order using the Uber Eats customer app. If you have an interest in driving for Uber Eats to make extra money, you'll want to check our Uber Eats driver tutorial out, linked on the screen and also in the pinned comment and description of this video. With that being said, let's move forward with the tutorial. Once you have the app on the phone, you want to open the Uber Eats app up. And before you do anything else, I'm going to share with you a code that will get you a discount on your first order if you're ordering using Uber Eats for the very first time. So you'll want to go to the account button, click on account, then click on promotions, and enter the code that you see on the screen. If you're a first-time customer, that will get you some kind of discount. After you've done this, the next thing you want to do is to set up an address that you want your food delivered to. Because even though I'm a generous person, I wouldn't want my neighbor to get my food as a free gift. No, it's meant for my stomach. Click on the account button and then click on your picture in the top right-hand corner, which is going to be your profile picture or just a slot for a picture if you haven't taken one yet. You'll then see home, work, and other options. You want to click on home or work or whichever one applies to you. Then you can add your address in from here. The same goes for your work address if you wanted to get food delivered to work. Now, these are the addresses that most people use the most frequently, so that's why they're important to go ahead and set up. But if you need to change where you want your food delivered just on the whim, there's going to be an option at the top left-hand corner under the words deliver now, and it's going to have your default address that you put in either your home or work. Just click on it, and then you'll have the option to have your food delivered somewhere else by entering any new address. Keep in mind that this address won't be saved unless you save it under home or work using a process that we did before. Uber Eats will automatically triangulate exactly where you're at in terms of an address, but sometimes it might be a little inaccurate, so you want to make sure you back check it or even just put it in manually. And if you're at some kind of business, you can actually type the business in directly, which will make it that much easier for the driver to deliver your food. For the duration of this tutorial and for privacy reasons, I'll be using the CVS around the corner to have my food delivered to. So I'm going to type in CVS and it's popped up. I'm going to select it. And in this particular case, the CVS doesn't have like an apartment number or thing like that. From here, if there's additional information that you feel your driver is going to need, such as an apartment number or the business or building name, you can put that information here. If you scroll a little further down, you'll have the option to add a drop-off option. You'll be given 3 options. You'll have the meet at my door, meet outside, or leave at my door. Meet at my door means that you want the driver to arrive at the address, ring the doorbell or knock on the door, and physically hand you the food. Meet outside means that you're going to come outside and meet your driver curbside on the street and get your food. Leave at my door means that the driver is going to come to you at your front door, leave your food at the door, and then take a picture as proof that the delivery was complete. You want to select whichever one that you want to do. And if you have any specific type of instructions that you want your driver to follow, you want to put them in the instructions for delivery person. Once you've entered that information, click save and continue. Now that that's been done, we can do a little breaking down of the app itself. It should be noted that Uber Eats does have more options other than just delivering food nowadays. You can have other things delivered such as alcohol and groceries. You can see all the options by clicking on see all, and they'll show all the options Uber Eats covers at this time. We'll be focusing on the food delivery for this tutorial, but keep in mind that these other options are very visually similar. The only difference is towards the end, you'll see some minute differences. So we're going to exit out of that. And we're now going to cover the listings for the restaurants themselves. So as I'm scrolling, you see a few different food restaurants like First Watch, Panera, Boys Bill, Whataburger, etc. Each restaurant listing will have the name of the restaurant, and if it's a franchise, it'll have the address next to it. So there'll be a Whataburger that's maybe 1 mile away from you and another one that's 4 miles away from you. If both of them are on the app, it's going to show the address for each one so you know which one you're ordering from. That's generally some good information to know, because what if one of the other Whataburgers is extremely slow? Maybe you don't want to order from that one, you want to order from another one. You'll also see exactly what the delivery fee is going to be. That's the fee that you'll be charged for getting this food delivered, as well as the estimated time, which in this case for Whataburger is between 15 and 30 minutes. Keep in mind that this is an estimated time, and the food could arrive before or after that estimated time. You'll also see the rating for the restaurant. Every time someone orders from a restaurant, they're given the option to rate the restaurant on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. The rating that you see next to the listing is a conglomeration of all those ratings, so you can see basically who's the top dogs. Scrolling back up to the top, you can also filter out the types of restaurants that you'll see. So there's a little train track icon next to the search bar. If you click on it, you can filter restaurants based on their popularity, their rating, their delivery time, whatever deals are going on at the time, their price range, their maximum delivery fee, and even by your dietary preferences. For instance, I'm a vegan, so I could click the vegan filter and hit apply. Now only restaurants that have vegan options will pop up on my screen. You can manually search for a restaurant or a particular type of food by clicking it in the search bar. So if I just typed in vegan, a handful of restaurants are going to pop up that offer vegan food. The same applies for a particular type of food. So if you're in the mood for pizza, for instance, just type it in the search bar and see what comes up. Now's a good time to cover the fact that you can also use Uber Eats to pick up from restaurants too. There's a person icon in the top right hand corner. Just click on that, and a map will pop up showing all the places that have pickup as an option available. The usual things apply as far as searching, scrolling. The only main difference is you'll actually be given a map to scroll in and select from if you're choosing the pickup option. We're going to focus on getting food delivered because the process is basically visually the same. The only difference is you go and get the food towards the end of the process versus when you get the food delivered, someone's going to bring the food to you. Now that that's been covered, we're actually going to go through a process of placing an order. So I'm going to type in "It's So Vegan." Once this has been done, you'll arrive at that particular restaurant screen. Once here, you have a few options. If you click on the dots in the top right-hand corner, you have the option to do what's known as a group order, add it to favorites, or remove it from your favorites. If we click on group order, you have the option to invite multiple people to join in on the meal and contribute via a payment method. So for instance, if you're ordering a big meal for, let's say, 5 people, but you're not offering to front all of the bill, you can start a group order, and from there, everyone can submit their payment information and the payment can be split among all 5 of y'all, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna back out of that, and we're gonna scroll down, and you'll see the options that the restaurant has to offer. Once you see something that you want to get, just click on it. In my case, it's gonna be the It's So Classic Burger. And you just fill out everything that's applicable that you want in your stomach. I just want regular fries and not looking for anything else. Click on Add to Cart, and boom, that item has been added to my cart. It should also be noted that you'll see an option that says delivery or pickup. So at any point, if you decide that you'd rather go pick this up, you can just click the pickup button and the order will switch to a pickup, and vice versa. Once you're ready, click on View Cart, then click on Go to Checkout. If you want to make any alterations to your order, you can do so here. You'll then be taken to the order screen. Once again, you can switch between pickup or delivery if you want, and you can change the address if you need to. The same goes for the delivery method. You can change from meet at door to leave at the door to meet at the car if you do want to change that. And if you want to add delivery instructions, just click on where it says add delivery instructions. If you live in an apartment complex or somewhere that has a gate code that's required, a good common practice that helps drivers out and helps you get your food faster is to leave the gate code in the instructions. Once you scroll down, you'll see what's known as delivery options. This determines the speed to which you'll get your order. You can actually pay a premium and get your order faster if you so desire, or you can stick with the standard time. And if you want to schedule an order in advance, just click on schedule and select the day and time frame that you want to schedule that order to come in. Scrolling down, if you wanted to add items to your order, just click on add items. You'll then be taken back to the restaurant screen where you can add an item. At the very bottom, you'll see the amount of money that this order is going to cost, and it'll be broken down in terms of fees. The subtotal is what your food is actually going to cost. The delivery fee is what goes to the driver. And finally, you'll see taxes and other fees. Taxes are pretty self-explanatory, and as far as the other fees go, this includes the service fee, which helps to cover Uber's cost of operations when it comes to Uber Eats. You can also change the payment method that's going to be used for this particular order. This can be changed in the payment section, and if you have not added a payment option yet, then you'll have the option to add one here. When you're ready, click on next. And this is a place where you have the option to tip your driver. Tips are very much appreciated by us drivers and help to increase our income so that we can provide for ourselves and our families. So tips are greatly appreciated. You have the option to tip in terms of percentages, or if you wanted to, you could put in a custom tip. For instance, instead of a percentage, I'm just gonna put a flat rate of $5. So that means that the tip I'll be tipping my driver is going to be $5. When you're ready, click on place order, and then the process will start. You'll then be taken to the waiting screen where you can monitor the progress of your order. While on this screen, you do have a few options early on. You can add items to your order, edit your delivery instructions, and see the details of your order. And if you click on the help button, you have the option to change this to a pickup order, or you could cancel the order if you so desire. Keep in mind that canceling an order will subject you to fees. You can click on the help button if you need to contact Uber Eats support for some reason, or if you have a question about your order. The Uber Eats app will eventually pair your order with a driver, and you'll see that on this screen. Once the driver has accepted your order, they'll begin heading towards the restaurant to pick up your order. If at some point you need to contact your delivery driver, you can shoot them a text message or give them a call. You also have the option throughout the duration of the delivery to increase your delivery driver's tip if you so desire. Just click on the plus icon right next to the tip and you can increase their tip. This can also be done up to a full hour after the delivery is actually finished. When your food has been picked up, you'll enter the drop-off phase where your delivery driver will be heading your way. Once your driver is about half a mile away, you'll get a notification from Uber Eats letting you know that they're close. The drop-off will be completed based on which of the 3 choices that you chose in terms of your delivery method, and then you'll be free to enjoy your food. My guess is it probably won't last too long, right? At least that's the case with me, as you can see on the screen. Next, we'll go over the process of how you can rate the restaurant and your delivery driver. You'll first need to click on the orders button and click on the restaurant that you just ordered from. Click on rate order. And if you're a regular at this restaurant, you'll be asked if you want to place a public review on their page. If you enjoyed the food, you can give them a thumbs up, and if there's something wrong with your order, you can give them a thumbs down. Keep in mind that this does impact the rating of the restaurant, and the same goes for a driver. If everything went as planned, give the driver a thumbs up, and if they did some exceptionally well, maybe give them a compliment. Or if something went extremely wrong with the order, you can give them a thumbs down. Keep in mind that drivers need to maintain a 85% satisfaction rate in order to keep delivering with Uber Eats. So unless it was something that was really compromising of your order, you might not want to give them a thumbs down since it would put their ability to earn money with Uber Eats at stake. Now that that's finished, let's finish covering exactly what the app has to offer you as a customer. It will allow you to pick some pre-selected categories for restaurants. So vegan was already a category, so I typed it in before, but if I wanted to, I could have just clicked on browse and clicked vegan. But you see breakfast and brunch, donuts, coffee and tea, etc. You can check your cart by clicking on the cart icon, and it will show all the items from your order here. And if you want to check your previous orders, click on the orders button, and it'll show all the previous orders that you've completed up until this point. If you want to visit the restaurant of a place that you've been before, you just click on View Store. That can be used as a mini little shortcut, if you will. If you click on the account button, this is the place where you can make various changes to your account. You can also access previous orders here by clicking on the orders button. If you click on wallet, this allows you to update your payment methods. And if you click on favorites, this will show a list of places that you manually favorited or that you've ordered a lot from. Uber Eats considers restaurants that you've ordered usually around 3 or more times as one of your favorites, so they're usually added by default here if you've ordered 3 or more times. If you need help for any reason, you can click the help button, and you'll be taken to a place where you can contact Uber Eats about a pending issue. If you have any issues with an order, just click on help with an order, accounts and payments, membership and loyalty, and delivery and pickup basics. If you click on business preferences, you have the option to turn this feature on where you can add a separate email address that will send all receipts to that email address, so that if they qualify for a write-off, it keeps everything in one place. It also automatically syncs with expensing apps. So that's something to consider if you're ordering food on behalf of a business. If you want to invite a friend or family member, click on Invite Friends, and you'll be given the option to share a code with your family or friend. Once they place their first order, you'll get a discount on your next order that you place using Uber Eats, and they'll get a discount on their first order. So it's a win-win. That concludes our tutorial on how to place an order using the Uber Eats customer app. If you found this video valuable, if you can give us a thumbs up for YouTube algorithm, it's greatly appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to the RideShare Guy if you're new. And if you're interested in becoming a driver for Uber Eats, you want to check out our Uber Eats driver tutorial that goes over the details of how to complete a delivery, as well as some good things to know to make extra money with Uber Eats. This has been Elijah with the RideShare Guy, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.